sometimes bad habits are hard to break, and today I was listening to the homophobic one, Alex Jones. He went to the Texas State House, I guess you could call it the Texas Congress, or whatever you want to call it, where they have the House and Senate of the state of Texas. And this is who Alex is, ladies and gentlemen. He goes and puts up a little stand in Austin over this TSA business. And I'm not saying TSA is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Obviously, if you've been watching these blog entries that I have been doing, you know that is not my belief. But Alex likes to, he's an opportunist. And I think he should be called out on it. He goes to the State House, State Senate in Austin when he knows that this bill is beat. Even though that the Texas House, what happened was this. Let me just back up and tell you what has happened according to Alex, the homophobic one. What had happened was this. The House representatives in the state of Texas passed legislation to block TSA from doing what they do, which is stick hands down crotches or up crotches, as the gender may be, to make sure you're not a terrorist and you're not carrying a bomb. It passed through the House of Representatives unanimously, and then it was going to pass through the Senate of the state of Texas, but just like we saw in Arizona when they wanted to pass legislation to make presidential candidates actually show that they are legal citizens of the United States, somebody from a higher authority just steps in and just stomps the foot down, and that's the end of that. We saw Jan Brewer do that, vetoing the bill in Arizona a few months ago, and now we have seen Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst of the state of Texas just twist arms and lobby real hard to make sure that the TSA screening process continues in the Lone Star State. According to what he had said, the Attorney General of the United States, or their office, basically said that there would no longer be flights in and out of Texas if the anti-TSA bill had passed. Well, the state of Texas should have called their bluff on it. And they probably would have had not this minion, this ass named David Dewhurst not stepped in. But, you know, once again, the power of a few overwhelmed the power of the many in today's society, which is bullshit. I'm sorry. This is not what our country came to be for back in the days when the UK was controlling the U.S. back in the 18th century. And we're seeing the very same things that caused the revolution in the mid to late 1700s happen all over again. But the problem is you got politicians that are just, as Mrs. Slocum would say on Are You Being Served, which is one of my favorite Britcoms, weak as water. Weak as water, the whole lot. And that's what's happening. You have a Republican lieutenant governor basically doing the work of a Democratic president. Only when it comes to matters such as the TSA or covering up the fact that Obama might not be a United States citizen. I'm not saying he is or he isn't, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm saying is, Alex had Jerome Corsi on Friday and Tuesday. See, I'm getting into my bad habits again. And of course, Alex does not have the courage to take calls for Jerome Corsi and allow people to point out to Dr. Corsi that in order to call Obama out on being a non-United States citizen, first you have to impeach him, and you're not even seeing the GOP interested in impeaching him. Donald Trump showed interest in bringing the matter to the fore, and of course now he's off the presidential stage. So, you know, it's just interesting. It's just interesting how Alex just likes to rabble-rouse The homophobic one, Alex Jones, likes to rabble-rouse, and he just doesn't follow up on it. You know, he'll be talking about something else in a few days. You watch. Tune into his show, next Monday or next Friday, and see what he's talking about then. He's just a rabble-rouser, and that's all he is. And I think that the people who believe we shouldn't be felt up by our local TSA agents could have a better spokesperson than Alex, the homophobic one, Jones. So that's been my little rant today. I didn't even script this. I'm just doing this off the cuff, as I occasionally like to do. Although there was a period when I was just doing everything but unscripted blog entries. But I like to, sometimes I like to write them out, and sometimes I just like to go with it. And today was, as I am recording this, the 26th day of May, 2011. I am Paul Wong, Pinellas Park, Florida. Big Paulie, the Big Paulie channel. If I don't do another blog entry between now and the weekend, I wish you all a happy Memorial Day weekend, and I will catch you all again real soon. Bye-bye for now.